M0FXB, welcome to my channel ICOM IC-705. So I've accidentally reset this radio, so now when I hold down DR, just here, no repeater found, and that's because the SD card is blank, the radio is blank, there is no repeater list inside the ICOM 705. So the first thing I'm going to do is get myself an SD card. This is a 64 GB one, and it goes in the side here. Just turn this around. Now what I've got, I don't know if you've ever seen these before, I've got one of these extenders. I'll just show you it. These are only about £4 on Amazon. So you push it and it will just pull out, okay? It's basically an SD card extender. So I plug that into my ICOM. The other end will hold my SD card, like so. And it actually shows you which way round to put it. You hear that little click? So what we'll do, it is blank at the moment. I did format it in my PC. Just put it in your PC and allow format. And then this goes in that way round to the bottom hole. And then you want to hear it click, and it should go in easily. If it's not going in easy, you're doing something wrong. And when it does go in, it'll give you a little click. The other thing you'll see is that it will show you've got an SD card there, now a little blue square. Oh, we might even have a GPS lock here. Look at that. And that's because I have a GPS extender, which only cost about £10. And it amplifies my GPS signal in this room, which is cool. It basically looks like a GPS antenna, but it's got a USB supply going into it to boost that signal. Anyway, you can see. Like that. Battery's a bit low. I could put it on charge, but I think we've got enough for now. So remember, our SD card is here at the moment. We're going to be putting that into our computer shortly. First thing we want to do is two things. One, get our call sign in this radio. And number two, we want to save to this so that it's got the files that you need when you transfer the D-Star file for your D-Star repeaters. So we'll go to menu. Then we'll go to set. And we're looking for my station, my call sign, and look, it's not in there. So tap number 1, edit, and then we're going to do, I held down my finger by the way when I did that, and then we're going to type in M, and this is very important for D-Star, FXB, and then we'll go, keep going space. And on the other side, we're going to put 705, just so they know what radio on. You could put Andy, I suppose. I think you're allowed 4 characters. And then we're going to go enter. So our call sign's in there now. And if we actually boot up the radio, reboot it. Now, I've done all this before, but hey, it's 2024. Let's do it again. And yes, you can get your photograph in there. So I've got version firmware 1.32 at the moment. Okay, so that's all good, happy with that. And if we still hold down DR, no repeater list. So now let's save to our SD card. We'll go menu, set, go down to SD card, tap, and we're going to go save setting. New file, that's fine. And I'll leave the default. Yes, it's going to save everything we need. And you need to do this, if you ever do a firmware update, you actually need to do this as well before you put the firmware file in there. And to load firmware, you just go down to firmware. There, look at that, firmware update. Oh, that's the actual, you can actually update the antenna tuner this way. But anyway, firmware update, and look, we're not going to do it, but look, that's how you do it. Let's back out. So we've got all the files on our SD card. So now we're going to move this, we're going to take this SD card out, and you watch how it vanishes up here. Take it out, and that should vanish. If it doesn't, I'll reboot it, and it will vanish. It's just because it might think it's, because the other end is still plugged in, it might think it's still there. But if we go to, we turn it off, let's see if it does. Oh look, it's saying that now. Anyway, after a reboot, it's vanished. Look, let's just plug it back in just for fun. I'm probably confusing it because I'm using this adapter. Plugged in, it flashes a couple of times and then it appears. Let's see if we can read the SD card. We'll go menu, set, SD card, Let's have a look if we can have a look what's in it. SD card info, there's the capacity there, slightly used. Anyway, we'll take the SD card out and we'll go over to our PC. Okay, we're at the PC. Go to D-Start info here. I will put the link in the description. Then at the top here, you've got all these tabs. Go to the one that says downloads. Then go down to repeater list download. Okay. And you will get this window here. Now, if you just put in your location, like say for example, Bristol, it's not going to work. It just doesn't work. It hasn't done for years, I would say. You have to put in your location. So on the right hand side here, you've got GPS coordinates.net, my location. Again, I will put a link in. So all I put in is the first few digits. So the latitude here, I put in 50.826. So watch this. Where it says enter latitude, I put 50.826. And on the right hand side, I put in minus 340. And then I just hit enter. And it comes up with this. Let's put a few more digits in. 3401. So I think I should have put 3.40. 3.401. Enter. Right, there you are. And now I'm in. And you know when it's correct because it starts to ask you what radio you've got. What we'll do now with the pink drop down, we've got the 705E, but look at all the other radios you can do. Okay, many. So we've got the E and we're going to click download. Well, I would say there's clearly something wrong with their site because I've tried that and it's just not working. So let's try ICOM. Okay, we're at the ICOM site. We found this. Let's go to the bottom, click the box and download. We've got something here. It's actually given us the repeater monitor sample as well, so we could do that. So I'm just going to have to use the USA ones, but I think it includes the UK stuff that I need anyway. So we're going to click USA repeater. What I'll do, I'll right click, create a new folder here, a new folder, just on the right hand side here, and I'll call it ICOM 705, and I'll export all of these files by clicking extract, and then I'll find that file, just go to desktop, and we're looking for the file that we called ICOM 705, all alphabetical hopefully, there it is there. We're going to click OK, and then now these files are all here. Right, even got an ICF file. That's like the whole system. I might try that first, try and load that in and see what it gives me. So all I need to do with that is drag it into my folder here. So let's go right click File Explorer, go to PC, which is here, and we'll drag the ICF file. I don't want to drag them all, just literally click on it and drag it across. I could just drag the whole lot, copy, let's just drag the whole lot. I literally just dragged it across to the left and it just dropped it into the SD card. As you can see here, we've got USA GPS repeater and Moni. So we'll double click, let's double click, no, not that one, remember, I'm learning in front of you before you start telling me I don't know what I'm doing. Now that one says GPS, okay? We're looking for CSV. So let's click, yeah, CSV. I'm going to drag all these into that file, go one at a time to CSV. I'm going to drag them up to CSV. And this one here. Actually, repeater monitor, I'll put it there. Look, see that repeater monitor? And then the settings one, I'm going to put this ICF one into settings. Okay, double click CSV. Now it says here repeater list, so let's just drag that into repeater list. And then we've got GPS here. I'm going to put that into GPS, see if it even allows that. Let's put that into my 705 and see if that allows me to import. Right, back at the radio, we're going to go menu. Obviously the SD card's back in now. Set. SD card. You got up and down, SD card. Import, export. And we're going to select import. Let's go to repeater list. Yeah, we've got one there. Let's tap it. Skip settings in repeat. Keep skip settings. I'm going to put no. I just want everything to show. Import the file. Okay, we'll do one at a time. So if you're in the USA, this is going to be perfect. We're going to restart as we're told. And now let's see if we've got DR mode now. Yeah, we have. We've now got DR mode. See the expand here? So that's cool. We've got all these different repeaters there from around the world. And the top section is CQ. But if you tap it, you could say go to reflectors. Go to link to reflector. Direct input up first because it's blank at the moment. So keep it. Look, you've got REF, XRF, DCS. Keep it on REF and then a pop, as we know, reflector 1 and then Charlie. Set. And what you would do is now you key the mic and it would link to that if you were near the Busan repeater. Now we're going to need to add our hotspot, but I think we'll do that in a separate video. So that's all working. Now let's see what else we can import. So we'll go back to menu, set, SD card. Let's see if we can find the new monitor function. SD card, that's just info. Let's go to load setting. No, we've done that. Let's go to import, export. Import. Now, remember we did put something in GPS. Let's just see if anything's there. And there is something there. So we're going to tap it. We're going to go yes. Have to restart again. Go back to menu, set, SD card, export, import. We're just doing lots of importing now. Let's have a quick look at repeater list. That's the one we did. Nothing on call signs. I want to find the new thing in the new device, in the new firmware. If you press multi, you've got monitor mode. Turn on the LAN function. Yeah, we will turn that on. So we go menu, set, wireless LAN, and we'll turn it on. And then we'll go back, go to connection settings, I think. Let's try connection type a minute. Now, let's go to settings. See if that finds, yeah, it does. It found my thing. So I'm going to tap that and I'm going to put my password in and that'll be connected to Wi-Fi. Remember, it's got Bluetooth as well. And we've got other Wi-Fi shown. So that's cool. That will connect and it'll actually give us an IP address. Now I still want to find this monitor thing. Let me just find that. There's a new, there it is there. Go back. Let's show you again, look. Wi-Fi connected. Now I go to menu, set. And if you go back, we just saw it. DV monitor set. Connection IP. And then we haven't got, see that, oh, it's actually in there. It's actually on the SD card. That's the one we saved, repeater monitor sample. It was in those files. So tap it. It's going to use that. Okay. We hope. Let's go back. And we can now turn off repeater monitor. And what happens now, and I am quite new to this. Let's see if we get our scope back on scope. And we'll put an antenna on there as well. The clever thing about monitor mode is you can still be listening to a repeater or your hotspot. And I think I will add my hotspot in a minute. But at the top, if you look at the top, you can actually listen to repeaters. No antenna required, just internet from my Wi-Fi. The way you select this, you go menu, set. Let's get this right now. You tap the top. See, it says Southampton. Choose your part of the world after choosing Gateway CQ. So your Gateway CQ. Tap. I've chose UK because I'm not going to be in range of anyone else. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I suppose if they're internet linked, it doesn't matter where they are in the world. If they're internet linked, you're going to get them. Anyway, United Kingdom. And then we'll just choose one at random. Let's put that at the top. Now remember, we're still receiving the bottom section. But at the top here, if we scroll through, now watch here. If I turn on monitor mode, look, tap, that's on and off there, okay? As I scroll through, look here, it says monitor. Now, if it lights up white, effectively, we can now, and we won't be using the antenna, talk to those people. So let's just try it and you'll see what we do. So look, GB3CF, monitor mode has gone white. In theory, we can talk to these people. To be honest with you, I've never used this. I did do some videos of when it first came out, but I haven't used it since. M0FXB calling for an audio check. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. I mean, it's just a fantastic little radio, isn't it? So let me see if we can... what I've done in the past, I've actually gone to the B section. I've connected the repeater and then I've connected it to reflector 30 and then I've managed to get it via the internet. So I could try that again. Tap the bottom. Near repeater search. Just DV for now, but it will... It says it gives you that error, but don't worry about that. So Cardiff, Wales, that is one that's near me, okay? Now, what I'll do is I'll try and link that. So we're going to go back to the top here. Just to confuse you more. Go to reflector. And we're going to go link to direct input. And then we're going to go set, okay? So it's going to allow us to link. Now, hopefully my antenna will get it. We'll find out because it will blip back at us. So we're going to try and link. M0FXB link. Yeah, it did link. So that's because it's linking to a Cardiff repeater, which is only about 10 miles away from me. Now, if it does link, it will actually say linked to. Now, it's not giving me anything there back. So let's try again. M0FXB link. Do you like my link?
Link to REF001 Charlie.
Right, so we're now linked to 1 Charlie. Okay? Via a repeater that's not far from me. Remember that's important. If we go back to the top half now, go to Gateway, United Kingdom. Then we need to select that same repeater. So we just do that and then see if we can find it. So for example, if GB3CF became active, we'd hear it and we'd hear Cardiff. We'd hear them both, but not at the same time. You only hear one at a time. So let's just see if we can find that repeater. The one we just did. Plymouth's got to be close. Stoke-on-Trent, not far from me. Cardiff, there it is there. GB3CD. So if someone spoke on 1 Charlie, we should hear it. We could then, if we want to, change the bottom half to something else. I think I'm making the point. Like our hotspot. Let's see if I can add my hotspot, because that's always fun. So just to really confuse you, we'll go menu. Go across to menu 2, then DV memory. Hopefully we got our call sign in there already. We did that at the beginning, didn't we? Did you hear?
M0LTP.
Did you hear that? But anyway, let's just keep going. Repeater list. I want to put it somewhere where I'm going to find it. So we'll go United Kingdom. And we're looking for a gap now. See if we can choose anyone. We can hold our finger. And we're going to go add.
KI4MTM.
Add. DV repeater. And then we're going to go call it hotspot. Okay. It's basically my hotspot at home. Enter. Then we're going to go, we don't need the subname, but we do need my call sign. M0FXB. X, B, space, space, space. Keep going space and then put in B. Enter. Okay, that's important. Not worried about the group, but we can see it's in United Kingdom. Use from, I'm going to put yes. Frequency, same as my hotspot, which is 433.550. Enter. We do need to put a shift, so we'll leave it at minus, but we need it to be naught. It looks confusing, but the reason you have to put a shift in is because the whole system is based around repeaters. I'm not going to worry about our position at the moment.
I-4-M-P-M.
And I'm going to click add right. Okay. And we back out. Now watch this. The bottom half, we're actually going to select that. So we'll go to repeater list, United Kingdom. We're going to find what I named hotspot. Find where it put it. Okay. There it is there. That's what I just created my hotspot. So now we are literally going to be able to listen and monitor. We can talk with the bottom one, but the top one we are monitoring. Remember that. You can't transmit, and we are connected because we've got a white thing there. And the other thing I remember is when the top one becomes active, it mutes.
I4MTM, testing a new hotspot on 1 Charlie.
Now that person, I know we're not getting GPS location, but that person is coming through the internet. See the way you got the little speaker
It
there?
seems to be working quite well. Audio's just a tad low. W4FO.
Now I can't reply to that person because it's a monitor mode.
W4FO.
But if I disconnect the antenna completely, which I will.
A new OpenSpot 4 Pro.
Antenna's off.
So,
Still getting that signal 30 plus.
dialed in on. We're speaking, into it pretty good. Are you on the road or are you at home? I just brought you up on QRZ, KI4MTM from W4FO. W4FO, okay. In fact,
And while my hotspot boots up, watch this. I will actually turn off the internet whilst these people are chatting.
But, yeah, I lived up here. We bought a house up here in 2013. I had a business down in Pinellas County, and
There you go. That's my internet being turned off. And look, we've lost connection. So it's an internet-only link monitor. No antenna required. I just plugged it back in, so it'll come back to life in a minute. Okay, now we'll start playing with our hotspot. So at the top, we want to link it to the same place. So we're going to forget repeater monitor for now. Go down to reflector, link to, and then we're going to go 1 Charlie. Okay, and you can see my hotspot. It's a DV Mega hotspot in the background. So let's just click the link. Hopefully that will come to life. And remember, the frequency and your hotspot, your Pi-Star hotspot, do have to be the same as the radio. So you've got 433.550, and you need to have the same on your Pi-Star settings.
EF030 Charlie.
Right, it's just linked to my hotspot because it must be defaulted at 30 Charlie. Look here at my configuration of my hotspot, D-star, cosine frequency, but it defaults at 30 Charlie. I think I might leave it there and use monitor mode on 1 Charlie. So what we'll do, we'll tap the top half and we'll go to CQ, United Kingdom, CD. We're in monitor mode. We need the internet connected. Now it does need to go white. The bottom half is connected to my hotspot. Let's wait for some traffic on that. We can actually key it actually. Let's see if we can key it. Let's go down to the bottom. See the hotspot. Actually yeah, so that's connected to, actually connected to the Cardiff repeater as well. So we just tap the top, go back to reflector, link to reflector. We'll add 30 again, direct input, go to 30, Set. Now when we key now, M0FXB, and it's connecting us to reflector 30 Charlie. And we see that on our, if there's someone talking or that, you have to wait for it to say connected. Don't just take for granted that it has connected. You have to wait for it to say linked. And you'll see it on your Pi-Star dashboard as well. Now we can go back here. Go back to gateway. Whale CD. If that goes white, yeah, if that goes white here, let me just reboot it. It might actually reconnect if we reboot. And just because you reboot, it doesn't mean your radio is disconnected from your hotspot, because that's always active and always connected. And we'll wait for the Wi-Fi to link up. We need to turn on monitor mode. That's why it wasn't white. And there you are. So right now, we are listening to two things.
RPU.
That was, let me just check now. If you look at your Pi-Star dashboard, you'll see what's coming in. So that to me was coming in via the internet. I just remembered to put my antenna back on for the hotspot.
Linking to REF030 Charlie.
And that's my hotspot at the bottom. See someone just keying up there. If I want to have a chat, I'd have to come out of monitor mode and change the top to back to reflector 30. But you get the idea. We're monitoring two because one is coming in via the internet, one's coming in via RF.
Link to DCS135B.
See, and that was coming in via the internet. Someone's gone in there and linked it to DCS135B, whatever that is. There's actually some information. If you put that into Google, I'm sorry, it's a bad picture. There's actually information under Digital South Wales. You can scroll up and look at their network of repeaters. Look, DCS135B. Okay. So it's quite a long video. If we go back to the top, go to reflector, then use reflector, we can now just have a normal chat with someone. We'll get the power low. Not the best antenna on here. Quick call out and then we'll end the video. M0FXB, call in for a contact. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. And if you need information, if you're curious to know what you are connected to, I'm not sure if I am connected, you just tap the top, go to reflector, you can do an echo test. Let's do that first. M0FXB echo test. M0FXB echo test. My voice is very sharp on that, isn't it? Or tap the top and you go to information and it looks like we're still not actually connected, but it will connect eventually. So we go back to reflector. Instead of that, we're going to go to information. Key the mic and it will tell you if you are or not connected.
Linking to REF030 Charlie.
It's telling us that it's trying to link. And what will happen, and maybe there's someone talking already, who knows what the reason is, but eventually you'll get the message linked to, and then when you do that, you just go back on the top, reflector, use reflector, and in this mode you'll be able to chat to people. Bye for now, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe. Great radio, the 705 and the 52 works the same, the 5100, 51, all these even the older D-Star radios, they all work in exactly the same way. 7.3, all the best.